Okay, so it looks like I fell right into the trap that was set by Kennywood themselves. During my recent trip to Kennywood, I took another look at the markers around the park, and instead of saying column number 72 or whatnot, they now read, "Gotcha." Alright, I'll admit it, they got me. Some of the markers read mistake, not sure, or even just a bunch of question marks spray painted on it, but nonetheless, these markers seem to have been red herrings. So my basic layout that I created is probably void. Sure, this could be a ruse in itself, trying to steer us away from these markers. I did actually notice one of them still read column number 96, which is located in the bushes right by the fountain between Kittyland and Arrow 360. But that could have been left there once again as a tease, or maybe just overlooked. So if this coaster, which is currently rumored to be this 2019 project, isn't going to be traveling throughout the park, that means it will be confined to the construction area that was formerly the Log Jammer ride. There is no signs of work being done to the hillside, so I'm going to say for now that this is not diving down the mountain. Yes, this coaster can still travel into the park, it's just that we just don't know where it'll be going yet. So Kennywood has been releasing teases every Thursday on their Facebook page. Looking like a lottery ticket, spots are scratched away to reveal numbers. Currently, we have 197, 3, and the latest reveal is 24. Most people believe the 197 stands for 197 feet, which would be how tall or how long the first drop is. I have a couple other theories for this number. First is maybe it represents how many supports this coaster will have, or how many tons of steel will be used to build this ride, which would make this coaster slightly on the smaller scale. Number 3, I believe, is how many inversions this coaster will have. Another possibility is maybe it will be 3 launches, or simply how many trains this coaster will be operating. There's a lot more possibilities with this number. Our last number, 24, I think is how many people can fit on each train of the coaster. If that is the case, that would mean we are looking at trains that have 6 cars. Currently, all Rocky Mountain construction coasters, minus the single rails, can hold 24 passengers with 6 cars. We know that they were rumored in the past and have been spotted a year ago, I believe it was, walking around the park with Kennywood officials. Mack Rides, which is another rumored contender in this project, makes their hypercoasters with 6 cars, or 24 passengers. Outside of these two companies, not many manufacturers build coasters with 6 trains. I think Vekoma has a couple, but I'm not sure on that. Sure, 24 could stand for something else, but I think passenger count is the most logical answer. I do have another theory about the number 24, and it still relates to the passenger count. But instead of the total of 1 train, it's the total of 3 trains. So that would lead me to the single rail coasters by RMC. Railblazer and Wonder Woman Golden Lasso Coaster both have 3 trains that hold 8 passengers each, so that would be a total of 24 riders. As for the 197, I'm just not convinced that Kennywood is building a roller coaster that will be 197 feet tall. But again, I could be completely wrong on that one. Looking at the facts, this coaster will be confined to the construction area and possibly a little of the lagoon. This space isn't a huge amount of land. It's a decent size, but not enormous. It's actually a perfect size of land for a single rail coaster. So, what kind of coaster do I think is coming to Kennywood? Honestly, I really don't know. It's a little too early to tell, and with the park playing games, I'm not going to take things as facts right away, and I'll just have to wait and see how things develop. In a couple weeks, with more numbers being revealed, is when I think this 2019 project can be narrowed down to a couple more plausible options, but till then, it's all a guessing game. Alright, well thank you for watching, please subscribe. I mean, you don't want to miss any future updates on Kennywood's 2019 project. Check out some of my other content, and let me know what you think is coming to Kennywood in 2019. See ya!